How's it going, guys? We're here to check out the top skin picks for this week, and we're starting off with this really cool road sign set. You guys have been begging for road sign sets, and my answer has been, well, I don't make the skins, so I can't make them do it. But Johnny went ahead and made the HellRaiser set. So if you remember the Balti from Hell and stuff, it has very similar colors, so I think this is probably tied into, or at least inspired by. One of the things I want to show right away is as your character breathes, the top part of the skull moves around and the bottom part stands still, and I thought that was just kind of cool looking. It's kind of like the skull's moving. I don't know, I just like that. But you've got skulls everywhere. And I like these kind of like weird teeth. They also kind of look like bullets. It's very simple with the types of colors, but I think they work quite well. And I love the grin on here. There's even kind of like the nose holes going on. And then, you gotta love that glitch. I like the little bones across here. I think that's a cool little effect. And from the top, of course, you've got the big old rest of the skull right there. So definitely a really cool set. I would love to see this one make it into game. So let's go ahead and check out the next one. And I believe, let's see, this disappearing icon thing is annoying. There we go. It is the Playmaker kilt. So the Playmaker set doesn't have a kilt yet, so this is obviously a no-brainer. It has all the sorts of little Playmaker love you like. I particularly love this heart on the back. I think that's great. And it's definitely awesome. You got your little smiley face hidden around over here. And I would definitely love to see the set get completed with at least the road sign. Next up, oops, no, next up, I'm trying to go in order of my list here, guys. We've got this really, really cool military-esque set brought to us by Bad Trip. It is the Night Stalker set, and instead of a high-qual helmet, it uses a riot helmet to actually look like the real helmet here. It's the K63 helmet, I believe. It's been made pretty famous, I think, in Battlefield Hardline, as well as PUBG made it their tier 3 helmet as well. And I think it looks great. I think he really did a good job. And we haven't gotten any military-esque skins for a while. So, let's go ahead and pull this guy off. There we go, so you can see the bottom. And it just looks nice. It looks like SWAT. And I really like the radioactive symbol back here. And it has the same kind of colors from the Caution set that Bad Trip also makes. So I think that's something that's just really quite nice. Next, we've got a full high-qual set. Well, I guess there's no leggings, but we'll get to that. But yeah, this Ronin set brought to us by Teddy. It's the Wasteland Ronin, and I think it's just a really cool set. I like the mask because it's very different cut from what you usually see, and that makes it look very unique. Not sure about the weird clipping right here. It might just be my character model. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's just got that nice, Asian samurai kind of feel. Well, Ronin, obviously, there you go. And yeah, I think it's pretty well done. It almost looks like it's made out of an oil barrel converted to kind of look like the plating. And I love how battle scarred it is. So it's definitely a really, nice looking set. But that's going to do it for the clothing items. So let's go ahead and take a look at the deployables. Alright, first up, we've got a set. It's a door in a box. It's brought to us by Little Ranger and is the Royal set. And this Royal box is probably my favorite. It's really, really cool looking. It says Royal Loot on it. It's got this big old golden keyhole. It looks like someone's tried to get in there a few times. I like that, the little details like that. And yeah, it's just a really nice looking box. The symbol is what sells it, which I think is quite nice. And from the sides, it's actually a very nice looking box, so to have in your loot rooms like that, it's definitely recognizable really well. And the door itself is probably the best. I love the look of it, the skull and wings, and just the color scheme. I usually don't like the kind of royalty or ornate stuff, but this is just a really, really sick looking door. I love the look of it. I would buy this one in a second. So definitely really like this one. Next up, we've got another really cool looking door. This is the Dragon door from El Loco Diablo, who hasn't gotten too many stuff out lately, so it's good to see something cool from him. And I love the little dragon here. It looks very similar to that other Asian style door we got, so it'd be nice to see another one like this if for some of you that might be looking for that same theme. It's definitely not my cup of tea, but I think it's such a nice door, I couldn't not show it, and I think there's a lot of people out there that would really enjoy something like this for their base. Next, we've got 2 furnaces. I know we've taken a little break from furnaces, but not the longest, but these were just too good not to show. So we've got Athens Amber Furnace, or the Ancient Amber Furnace, I should say, and the whole thing is just really beat up, and inside you can see it looks like there's all sorts of critters in the amber, so go ahead and turn it on, and you can see there's like a dinosaur skeleton, 2 different ones right there. They're really cool. The little skulls light up as well, which I thought was neat. And it's this really nice looking furnace. It's really beautiful. We'll show it at night here, of course. We'll do both of them here in a second. So next we've got the From Hell Furnace, or Furnace from Hell, brought to us by Cirque, of course, the creator of the From Hell set. And it's what you would expect. It fits right into his set. The base of it's made out of a bunch of little bones, and it's just really cool looking. But both these furnaces really benefit from what they look like at night. So that's what we're going to actually do, is take a look at them here. And now you can see their true beauty. I mean, look at this right here. Quite nice. Got a top glow circle, and then the amber one. I love the chains. I love that the bottom lights up. I think this is just a really, really well done furnace. I'd buy this one again, like I said, in a second. Very, very nice looking. Alright, so lastly, it brings us to our actual tools and weapons, and the first thing we've got right here is this beautiful hatchet. It comes in an orange or a red. The red is the version 2, so I decided to show it, but I put both in the list just in case Helk might like one better than the other. But this is Debsky's awesome hatchet right here. It is called the Hellbringer hatchet. This is version 2, like I said, and I think this is a really gorgeous hatchet. It's very different. It's cobbled together. I like the look of it. The handle's really rusty, and I think it fits into the game quite nicely. And I think the blade of the hatchet actually has quite a bit, or the axe head, I should say, has quite of a kind of like nice and neat look to it, but it's also scattered. It's hard for me to describe, but I think you guys can probably see it yourselves. Next, we've got this silly little hammer brought to us by Milo, and it is this superhero hammer, and I'm not sure if this will make it just because of, you know, I've never seen any superhero stuff really make it into the game, unfortunately. I think a lot of people would like it, but I understand why Hulk doesn't want it, but hey, this is a hammer, it's not an outfit, so maybe we'll get lucky. It's got a hidden little certain looking shield down there. It's got a cape draped over it. The cape has some holes poking through, and it just gives me that like beat up superhero kind of feeling to it. And I just love that. I think he captured that quite nicely. Next up, we've got the, I believe, let's see, Desert Racing crossbow, brought to us by Lisa. And this one's just very rusty, and it has a lot of details to it. It looks like this thing has gone through a bunch of different trouble. It maybe even changed hands. It's seen some wartime, and I think it's just a really great looking crossbow. It fits rust, and it's just, yeah, I liked it. It really captured my eyes, and I love how beat up it is. Next, we've got this silly little sap. I couldn't pass it up. I really like toucans myself, and it's just ridiculous looking. I think it was a perfect animal Camille Tommy picked out here because with the long old beak, it just kind of fits nicely on the front here. And it's a little reminiscent of Angry Birds a little bit, kind of. I mean, it doesn't look really anything like it other than color-wise, but it's just cool. It's silly, it's ridiculous, and I like it. The only thing I would say is it's a little bit bland when you're aiming down the sight. There's not too much going on there, but, you know, the main thing is the paint, obviously, on the pistol itself. Next, we've got a new toy gun. Now, it's not from the there's different sets here, but Jensen is the one who has made the toy swords. So he has now made a toy SAR, and I again, it might be a little too bright for Hulk, but it's ridiculous looking. I love it. It's meant to look like a squirt gun, and I think he pulled it off quite well. If only he could make it look like there's water sloshing around in there. Of course, we can't animate skins, so that's, you know, downside. Aiming down the sight, it just looks ridiculous. It looks like a little Fisher-Price toy you picked up, and it's why I had to show this one. It's just a really great, ridiculous skin. Next, we've got a new AK brought to us by Kosum, and it is part of a older set, the Dead Ringer set. I believe there's a LR and maybe a shotgun, if I remember right. There's so many skins now, it's hard to keep track. But I think this is a nice alternate to the look of the Glory set, and it could be a little bit different, but still fit that same customer kind of area. It is a shame a little bit aiming down the sights. You've got some nice decals, but there's not a lot of color. Everything's kind of the same color. That would be the only downside to the skin. Otherwise, I think this side of it looks very gorgeous. It's nice, it's clean, it's decorative, and quite a nice skin. So let's go ahead and drag down our last 3 weapons we wanted to go ahead and show. And there we go. We've got this beautiful M39. I love the look of it. It's just so nice. I think Mad Roast did a great job on it. This is the Frostfire M39, and I would love to see this one in game. I love this blue color. We don't have too many blue skins, and I think it's quite nice. I like the little etchings on the actual sight, but again, not too much color going on there. I feel like lately people have been forgetting about the sights on guns. But, I mean, the whole side of it here is just such a gorgeous looking gun. I'm willing to forgive it, I think. Next, we've got a cool looking LR. It's all dragony, and oh man, I wish something like this had come out when we had the New Year's, because there was no skins for it. But anyways, this is the Dynasty Cherry from Tony. There's also a red. I personally felt... Is this the cherry one? Wait, hold on. Is it? I don't know. I think cherry was supposed to be darker. No, it's a dark red. I think it is. Yeah, I don't know. There's a brighter red one, and I thought the darker red just complemented some of the other colors a lot more. And when you aim down the sight, you've got like the little sun. You do have some gold and red coloring to it, which makes it a little bit more unique, but it is a bit of a bland back. But the gun itself makes up for it in its beautiful ornate details. And I added both to the list in case Hulk might like one color over the other. But this is the one I personally thought looked the best, so I decided to show that one to you. Lastly, we're going to end with an M249, and it is brought to us by Ioka Warrior, or has he changed his back? Nope, okay, it's still Ioka Warrior, previously known as Inferno. And I really like how well this was done. Now, Milo is the tempered guy, but I guess he said he kind of spoke to him. And this is a different kind of tempered, you know, and it's the ornate tempered. So we have a couple of ornate tempered items in game. They were all made by Zinferno. So, you know, this is a continuation there. I know everyone gets mad about that. So he's one of the 2 people who have accepted tempered skins. Let's put it that way. Aiming down the sight, you do have a red sight, but as you can see, it is not a glow sight. Because as we turn to the darkness, it kind of fades into darkness. Because glow sights, again, are not allowed because people complain they are pay to win. But it is definitely a awesome looking M249. I love the look of it. It's quite beautiful. And that does it for this week. So guys, go ahead and sound off down in the comment section below. Which ones did you like the most and why? What feedback do you have that I can pass on? And which skins are you hoping to see this Thursday? Thanks for watching, guys. And don't forget, I do have my skin up. My Bombshell M249, it's still in store until Thursday, so if you guys haven't checked it out, go ahead and check it out. I would really appreciate that. I'll probably be making another tweet or something about it. I don't want to cloud up the video too much with it, which is why I saved it to the end to talk about it. But again, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you on Thursday.